y'all, welcome back. It's been quite a vacation, right?
Few weeks. We back. We back in the house. Back in the house.
So, welcome back to our old family members. Any new family members that are here for the first time, welcome.
Welcome.
It's late at night, but welcome. We ain't got nothing for you. We ain't got no food or nothing.
Well, we got a review for you, though.
We definitely got a review, and we will be reviewing Greenleaf, just not tonight. So that review will be up sometime tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, because we can't. The only green I'm going to see tonight is going to be me in my bed dreaming about that job I got to go to in the morning.
To make that green dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, so OWN ain't paying me for this. We start off where we left off, and this one is called My Friend Maggie.
My Friend Maggie.
We see Veronica over there talking to the cop about she just moved into the neighborhood. She thought she heard her neighbor say there was an intruder out on the loose or whatever. So Maggie Day opens up the door. And what we saw from the last time that we cut from the show, pop. But it didn't end there. Like that commercial said, but wait, there's more. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, she got shot about 10 times.
And down on the ground she went. I said, oh, she really dead.
I don't know. She might be dead. I don't know.
So, then we see... the guy comes out the house. Now the cop is pushing on Veronica now. Get down, get down, get down. So then the guy runs out the house. And him and the cop are exchanging fire. I just knew at that point Veronica was going to get shot.
Yeah, when she was shooting. Yeah.
Maybe that's just me wanting Monica to get shot. Not just killed. I didn't want her killed. But on the arm maybe.
Yeah,
shoot the leg, the kneecap.
Yeah, shoot her ear or something like that. You know.
But it didn't happen like that. So, the cop actually took down the perp. We'll call him the perp in this case.
Yeah.
Took him down, shot him down to the ground.
Yeah, he looked like one of them jokers on Dead Presidents.
He did. He really did. That's what I thought about.
Yep. So
then we over at Candace's house. Jeffrey and Candace is still perplexed about how did Veronica know to come over to their house and throw luminol all over the floor to make this blood glow.
I'm still perplexed about it too, because I'm like, how in the hell do you find that out? I ain't seen nobody talk to her.
So they like, did you tell such and such? No, did you tell such and such? Did you tell your mama? No, did you tell your brother? Because you know your brother is sleeping with my mom, and that's how she was
like, what? Wait. Cut scene.
You bullshitting.
Nah, I don't even believe that. That's some nasty bullshit right there. I know she ain't sleeping with
her. He said, when I get my phone, I'm going to back it up and show you the tape. She was like, you going to have to show me that.
Show me this.
For me to believe it. He said, why would I lie? That's my mama, dog.
Candy Bennett is messing with the cougar of the town.
Oh, the
Monica.
Holler back if you hear me. So yeah, Candace was like, you can't get me with that one. No. Candace said, listen, I'm gonna need you to go back to Melissa, because I'm gonna need you to settle this heifer down so that we can figure out how she knows what she knows, so that we can get ahead of the game.
Jeff's like, oh no, I ain't going back.
He said, I can't.
I can't go back.
I can't.
I don't blame her. Cause that's a whole crazy situation right there. I wouldn't want to go back too. But she said, you ain't gotta go back or we going to jail, player.
So Candace was like, well, I still don't know how your mama know. He said, how does she know anything?
She know everything.
She know the blade of grass that leads to the left.
And she gonna figure out why it's not leading to the right. He said, why can't I think like that? Why my brain don't work like that? So I can get ahead of all of y'all. Y'all make it I'm sick of y'all. He lost his mind. I don't blame him. You know he would act like Stu on hanging over. What the F is going on?
He said, I just went out.
I went out. I want y'all leave me alone.
He said, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need to get to her. I'm gonna need to do her
before she do us.
I was like, God, D.
Ooh.
You know it's bad when your son thinking about taking you out. So then we see hotel security. They finally went over there to check on Poe Wyatt. Well, they declared Wyatt dead. And then this is how insensitive those security officer was.
Mm-hmm.
The junkies always come to this hotel and die. How many people don't die?
Died in your hotel. And this ain't a cheap hotel. This is Sarandon.
So it's all...
So this is like what?
These all rich folk.
Yeah, this rich folk. So yeah.
That's coming to your hotel.
So are you trying to say that all rich folk are cokeheads?
Yeah.
Is that what you trying to say?
Well, we're going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
So, we hear Candace's phone go off. The banker is calling.
Mr. Louie.
He said, I think I can get you your money fast. We're working on it now. I think in a couple of days you'll be able to get your money. Now, we found out a little later on that he was having this phone call in the presence of Jim Cryer. Mm-hmm. He over there just gloating because y'all know on the last, before we cut to this big old gap in the season, that there's going to be some fine print in there that if she doesn't pay this loan back within 14 days, they're going to foreclose on everything. And I think there's some kind of balloon that's due too. Yeah. Something like that. Either way, they're going to put fine print in there to screw her to get everything. The tow yard, both houses, and her drawers, everything.
I'm pissed off at Candy though.
Why?
She haven't been the same since she messed with Oscar.
Nah.
It's like, you can't see through all the bullshit. You know good and well a bank cannot get you no loan on a house in 2 days.
2 days.
That don't happen. You can see through that something is going on the other end for him to tell you at the bank first, nah, we can't do that. It take 30 days. Then he gonna call you back on the phone and tell you, oh, we can do it in 2 days. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ought to be able to see through that, but war got you twisted. You don't want to die.
Yeah, basically. So, speaking of War, the devil, she calls War. She was like, look, War, I'll have your money in 2 days. You know, he was like, I don't want to talk on the phone. Meet me at your brother's tow yard. What?
We had this conversation on the phone, player.
Well, she told you what you already needed to know. Yeah. 2 days. Like the daggone thing said. What he said? I mean, that's all you needed to know. Why she had to meet you at the tow yard, I don't know. It got on my nerves, and I knew at this point I was about to be pissed off. Mm-hmm. I already knew. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it.
I knew it wasn't gonna go right.
No. So, we're gonna go over to the scene that's gonna start off the positivity.
Yeah, to the highest.
Benny pulls up on Hannah sitting on this goddamn bench waiting on the bus,
looking crazy.
But the bus already ran his last route for the night. She just sitting there. So he was like, Mama, come on back to the house with me. Come on in the room. She told me some no. She hit me. He said, well, y'all both hit each other.
Both y'all wrong.
Both y'all wrong. She ain't trying to hit. She don't want to go back to the house because she don't agree with how she got the house and all this stuff. So she said, Benny, are you planning on suing them people? Benny was like, yeah, I'm planning on suing them people. And she was like, well, you've gotten your pay. You got your health, your strength. You got a tow yard. You got more tow trucks than you could ever dream about. That's your payment right there. Greed is one of the 7 deadly sins. I said, well, pride is also a sin that's going to send you to hell, too.
Yeah, pride is right in them 7 deadly sins. Yep.
So why you quoting them scriptures? Like my grandma said, scriptures. No, scriptures. You better go ahead and know them for yourself.
Because you sitting there with no house, no car, no money, no job, just no. All messed up.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
When we was in Atlanta. Aaron said, hey. Y'all remember that song about that man that
had no feet?
I said, what? I said, we ain't never seen that song. But
it's just broke.
Just ain't it always the broke folk that got the most pride though?
Yeah, that's the one that got the most pride.
And gonna tell you how to live your life, but you ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, literally.
So I die before I ask for about anything.
So
don't die then.
Benny said, listen to here. You gonna come back to my house and we're gonna work this thing out. She said, drop the lawsuit. He said, okay, I got one for you. I dropped the lawsuit. You come to my house. She was like, He said, oh, or I can keep the lawsuit and I can buy
your own house. Mind you that she just, told him that his house and tow yard and stuff was a blessing. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden it's a blessing now. Because he want to sue them. It's a blessing. Before it wasn't a blessing because the way the Candace got it.
Right.
So now all of a sudden, okay, now I'm bending twist the words on it and say, okay, if it's a blessing, move your black hind paws in here with me. Because you ain't got no house. Cause you ran this car right through your goddamn house.
Through the house. That was funny.
That was funny.
So now she gonna try to twist it up. See, she a manipulator.
Yeah, she a manipulator.
Talking about son. See if you can get Lil Quincy for me.
Like, Like, Candace ain't going for that. She is smarter than that.
You didn't think.
Whatever.
I'm going on.
You can miss me with it.
Turn
it.
So, we see David. You know, he finally finds out where his wife lives at. This was the dumbest scene I've seen in a long time, Tyler. He pulls up, and at the same time, he's seeing, you know, the dreadful drape cloth going over the dead body, the pictures, and all of that. So all of a sudden, he started hollering, "My wife! My wife!" and pull off like Pinky.
Like I said the last season, I'm tired of you telling us that's your wife.
We know.
We already know that's your wife, Flash.
Don't nobody else want her.
Yeah, we don't care.
That's like the hoe in the neighborhood. Ain't nobody trying to claim her.
Yeah.
You might sleep with her every day and then behind people's back, but don't nobody want to claim that. So, that's your wife. Yeah. Good for you.
I'm like, why in the world didn't get out the truck to verify that was Veronica?
He just pulled up.
Just pull up and just look. He pulled off like that daggone bug on the Terminus commercial.
Have y'all seen that roach?
Y'all seen that? That roach when they came.
When the roach was driving by, it was an Orchid commercial.
Yeah, Orchid commercial.
He drove by, he saw it.
And all I did one here. That's how David pulled off.
So, next scene is, we see Mitch in the back of a truck at the tow yard. So, evidently, he's getting some sexual favors from the people's cars that have been towed at the yard. So, they don't have to pay for their cars unless, you know, they give them a little something, whatever. So, in exchange for some booty, they get their car back. So, that's what he was doing. So, while he's in the back of the car, in the back of the truck, he hears something, which happens to be War. War comes up, so he put his head down. Homegirl lays her tail down. She played her position right. Because most of the time, them dumb bras will be like, what's going on? Blow the cover. But she shut her mouth up, and I was glad about it. Mitch was able to peep everything that was going on. So Candace pulls up. War and Candace talking about the money and all of this. And, you know, War is spilling the beans about what he did for Candy. And Mitch is taking it all in. I did a federal judge had him down in my basement. And you know, we watch War go through all 17 of his personality. And Candy, you lied to me.
You lied to me.
And I don't want to hurt your brother. That's my boy. But you remember what I did to my pops?
Like, what?
What did you do to you?
And what did your pops do to you so bad that you had to kill him?
You had to kill your pops.
How did he cross you?
So Mitch is just over there ear gauging it all, taking it all in. So he know about the money. He know about the judge. He know that pretty much I'm gonna take all of this and kill your brother if you don't get me my money in 2 days. Candace was like, 2 days. Even War said, Candy, this mess don't work like that.
I don't even believe that. That don't even sound right.
A bank don't give you no money like that in 2 days.
They did it for
me.
Like you somebody special at the bank.
So War was like, okay, if you don't have my money in 2 days, I'm popping your brother. He said, what you got on under there? She was like, nothing. He said, see, there you go again.
There you go again.
Coming down here looking all good.
Sucks, and, you know, hoping to change my mind. She said, no, I just came down. You could call me. I just came down.
I ain't had time to put no clothes. Candy, you knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
So then he go through his emotions again. And she was like, whoa. Don't say you're sorry. Don't
do it.
Don't you lie to me.
He said, in my mind, you like another one of these whores on the street. One of these crackheads.
On your knees.
On your knees. I don't even...
We go way back. We go way... Oh, I want to do some things to you. I said, Tyler, if we start this stuff off with this forced sex...
We told you about that last season.
I'm not going to threaten you. I'm going to imply that I'm going to come to Atlanta. And when we meet, it's going to be a misunderstanding. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So which was really unrealistic. I will say this. If you're going to have a scene like that, at least have it realistic where I'm not trying to figure out whether or not he's in or not. He got her against the fence and they're just shaking the fence in so many words. And I'm like, is he just shaking the fence or are they implying that he is raping her again? So I'm figuring that they're implying that he's raping her again.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but she saw Mitch in the back of the truck.
They locked eyes.
Yeah, they locked eyes. So
she know that Mitch is in the back of the truck, heard everything. I said, Mitch, this might mean that you's a dead son of a bitch, or it could mean that you are the witness that she freaking needs. You are the out that she needs. We don't know. We don't know how this gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it play out. You know, Tyler probably gonna make that be the next to the last episode and figure that out.
Yeah.
You know how he do.
So, good old Jeffrey that went to the Sarandon at the bar to get him. He had like 4 or 5 shots.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 shots on the table.
This girl comes over, tries to talk to him. He was like, not interested, not interested.
Go
so
away,
many times
lady.
he was like, I don't play for your team. Leave me the heck alone. She kept pursuing until he aggravated her enough where she threw a drink in his face. First of all, I'm not going to say what I want to say.
Say it!
No, I'm not going to say it. I would have knocked her out. So she threw the drink in his face. Everybody talking about stuff. Why you being so rude to my friend? Da, da, da. He was like, she came over here.
Yeah, he said, this bee threw the drink in my face.
Well,
Jeffrey done turned into a thug, boy.
Jeffrey don't care no more.
He don't even care.
So the bartender was like, Mr. Harrington, I'm so sorry. So one of the ladies that was with the girl that threw the drink was like, Harrington? Oh, no. I can't talk to you. Oh, no. I can't talk to you. And it was like,
I'm the judge working on the case.
She the freaking judge. So she said, I can't talk to him. Get my husband to apologize. Said, who is her husband? Nothing but Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Come in there. And I was like, he looks awfully young to be with her. Awfully young to be with her. Then later on, Jeffrey called it out.
Yeah.
So, the cop was like, what you doing talking to my wife? Jeffrey said, meet me in room 1333. 13 minutes. Don't make me wait.
Don't make me wait.
That's it. So, long story short, the cop went up to the room. He was like, Jeffrey, what do you want? And why were you talking to my wife? He was like, look, you're not a good cop because all of this, that, and the third don't add up. You pretty much clocking me. I know what you're doing. You know, he said, I don't appreciate you talking to my wife. He said, I don't appreciate you pinching me on my hind parts. Look, we need each other at this point because I'm about to spill your tea. Yep. If you don't give me what I want, and I'm going to need you to help me take out my mama. Long story short, they went through this whole banter of crap. But I will say, Jeffrey was reading him for his everlasting right.
So
he
read, yep.
He was evaluating him, reading it out, and the guy was like, oh, but you reading and evaluating me without a degree. He said, oh, so you've been doing your homework on me. I like that. I was like, in other words, Jeffrey is, like Steve Urkel said, weighing him down.
Yeah,
weighing
him down.
So, Jeffrey was like, I mean, what we gonna do? Take a drink, relax, get some help.
So we can talk.
So we can talk about what we gonna do.
We're gonna help each other. We're gonna help each other.
Last scene of the night, we see David. Instead of him stopping when he saw somebody laid out on the ground dead, he drives directly back.
Nah, that's not the last scene. We got the scene where Benny and Candy was talking.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So after War finished getting on into Candace and all of that stuff, Benny meets her over at the house. They go inside and they talk. Benny want to know, where the heck do you get the money from? She said, come with. She takes him upstairs, punching her little code to her safe. Pulls out the pictures of Jim Cryer down in the basement with the, I don't want to call them transsexuals because I don't really know what was going on. Was they we'll just say cross-dressers. What, you know, and the whole bondage stuff and the kinky stuff and all of that. But Candace lied.
So I just fulfilling fantasies.
She said, yeah, I'm pretty much, I fulfill a fantasy for him. It's not like I'm his woman. It's not like I want to be his wife. I'm pretty much the woman that fulfills his fantasies.
So he said, so you a prostitute?
She said, no.
No. I'm just his woman.
He takes care of me. Thus, $7.2 million. Because I have pictures. He likes videotapes too, if you like to see. Then he was like, that's disgusting. Don't want to hear it. Da-da-da-da-da. He was like, so you that guy doing good? I was like, Candace, stop lying to your
Said she
brother
done lied,
again.
Lied to him again.
So then she said, well, why are we asking all these questions?
Man,
What
she
about you? You and Veronica. Is that true? I've heard some really disgusting things.
He said,
I'm asking the questions.
Yeah, I'm asking the question. We ain't here to talk about that.
Which, got your answer.
Uh-huh.
He hurried up and flew down them steps. He didn't want to answer none of them questions. But he did ask for Q. And she said exactly the same thing I said. She said, giving my son to you is just like giving him to my mama.
And I refused to let her do to him what she did to us.
He said, what'd she do to us? He said, I turned out all right. She said, so you implying that I didn't? And he was like, well, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
I said, no, Brittany, explain what you mean. For real.
But I wonder what she mean as far as what she did to them. Because we never got... Because it's something that Candy is harboring the heart that happened.
Well, I know she got molested or raped or whatever.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Now, she said us. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe both of them are born out of, like, extramarital affairs and stuff. I don't know.
Just sounds like she was a freak back in her heyday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most people that go hard on somebody, the way that they go hard on somebody is because they're looking in a mirror.
At themselves.
Right.
What they used to do or what they still are doing.
Right.
You know, because she got some dangling from, what you call it, remember?
So the thing of it is, like, if I see a prostitute on the street, yeah, I'm going to be like, oh, you know, whatever. But I'm not going to go hard in the paint over a prostitute. Because that ain't my thing. That ain't my passion.
Yeah.
So it ain't personal for me. So anytime somebody is so personal about something,
or very
judgmental about something, it's usually something that they are dealing with, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not
they got a little bit of skin in the game. That's what you're saying.
Basically, like Prince say, they got a dog in that race.
Yeah, or they just pulled the dog out the race and they just struggling with the dog going back in the race.
Right.
Yeah.
So David haul tails back down there to that FEMA jail.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, God, I need to have some time with Jim Cryer. Your time's up. You done had your time for the day. He pulls out a stack, slips it underneath the window. He was like, I need you to open up the door, walk out, turn your back, and don't look back. Dude was like,
all right, meet me around the back.
Meet me around the back.
I would say the same thing too. Meet me around the back with all that money.
So he goes in there, open up the door. Jim didn't know nothing, didn't think nothing crazy about it till he walked out and the door was still.
He's like, what's going on? Hey.
And David walks in there and pow, 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 and he did show him an enemy like he never seen before.
He warned him, and he backed it up and whooped his tail.
He whooped Jim all the way underneath.
Yeah.
This is how you really get whooped underneath the jail.
Yep. And you know he got a tail whoop bad because they had to cut the scene.
Had cut scene. But that was basically it. Yeah. It was a long
drawn out to fill us in for what happened.
Right.
Towards the end of last season.
But I think it was a good start. It's a good start.
It wasn't turned all the way up.
It can't be this fast in the game.
Yeah, so you got to start off slow.
Yeah. So happy belated birthday to Tika Sumter. By the time you see this,
yes, indeed.
Your birthday will be over. I wished her a happy birthday on Twitter.
Yes, indeed.
What else? Nothing else to say. Come back tomorrow from Greenleaf, straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South.
Two up, two down. Holla.